What's up YouTube, Dan here and welcome to a new FIFA 13 career mode series. Today we're going to be starting a new career mode with AC Milan, and I'm beginning to have the tagline of not finishing my career modes, but I'm definitely going to finish this one. I am really enjoying it at the moment. Obviously I've played a bit in advance, so I'm up to about December now and I'm really enjoying playing the matches, and it is really tough, but obviously I'm not going to spoil it too much. So in this season I'm going to try out a new tactic, which is to buy or to loan out a lot of young players, and then in the second season hopefully buy them, because I don't want to blow all my money. By the way, I only have 16 million, so I don't want to blow all my money in the first season. And that brings me on to another question: what players do you want me to bring into the team? I'm definitely thinking of bringing in a lot of young players with a really good potential. So the first player I went for was Paul Pogba from Juventus. So already I am at a disadvantage because he is at a rival club. So I sent a loan offer to him because he's a fantastic player. Obviously I couldn't buy him because he is quite pricey and I only have 16 million. So then I went looking for a centre-back. I don't have very good centre-backs at the moment. I have some guy on loan from Villarreal, I think it is, called Zapata, and I have Mexes. Not the best centre-back pairing there. So the first player I went for was Ogbonna from Torino. Quite cheap, really pacey, really good defending stats, and perfectly good on normal team as well. Then I had a look at Rafael Varane, I think that's how you say it, from Real Madrid. I did watch him against Messi in real life. He was fantastic. He kept Messi really quiet. So I decided to loan him because he's worth about 10 million. You could probably buy him for about 15 million. So I couldn't really buy him because I only have 16 million. So I decided to loan him because he's got really good potential. So then I went looking for a centre midfielder or a left midfielder and right midfielder. As you can see, AC Milan need a lot of new players, and that's why I think this career mode will last, because it's not a finished team yet, and hopefully in the next 3 or 4 years I want to win the Champions Cup. That is my objective. So moving on to objectives, we're going to see my league objective. They want me to qualify for the Champions Cup, which I think is doable, and for once actually being nice to me, they always want me to win the league, even with a team that's not even capable. So they want me to get to the top 4, I think it was, and they want me to reach the final in the domestic cup. So I got a loan offer here, rejected for Paul Pogba. I was kind of expecting that because they are a rival team, as it says there. And then my unacceptable bid for Ogbonna, they wanted 14.9 and I just wasn't willing to pay that. But on the good side, Varane accepted the loan offer, or Real Madrid accepted the loan offer for Varane, and I've got now a good centre-back to add to my centre-back partnership. So I get an offer for this guy. I'm hoping to use him in the future. Only 19 years old and rated 77. So then I went looking for more centre-backs. So I looked at Alberto Massi. Really young defender, has a really good potential of around 85 to 90. So one of the best defenders to buy, and he's only, I think, 19 years old. Correct me if I'm wrong. So then I went looking for Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Really good in real life at the moment as well. 77 rated and 18 years old, and he's a right winger. And I really need the right winger at the moment. I've got Niang and I've got Robinho, who can kind of play as a left winger and a right winger. So then I looked for Verratti as well, who featured in my squad builder yesterday. If you haven't seen my squad builder yet, go and check that out because it's a really good squad builder, really good hybrid squad. Then I saw this guy called Bernard. So he's got 5-star skill moves, as you're about to see. Really good pace as well, and he's 78 rated, and he's only about 20 years old. No, 19 years old. And he has a potential of around 87. So might look to get him in the future. As I said, I'm not going to be buying many players this season. So I looked a couple more down, didn't see any other good players. So then I went looking for a goalkeeper. Obviously AC Milan aren't known for having a good goalkeeper. They have Emilia and Abbiati. So I went for ter Stegen. In the end I made a bid for ter Stegen from Borussia Mönchengladbach. And I went for 8 million plus Emilia, which adds up to about 12 million, I think. So hoping they accept that, I get an offer for Robinho from Arsenal. And in the end I went for a 15.5 million, sorry. No, 16.5 million bid for Robinho, hoping they'd accept that. That'd be a fantastic bit of money to add to my transfer budget. And I've never been a big fan of Robinho. As you see there, they accept it and they now meet for the contract and all that good stuff. So I'm not a big fan of Robinho. Don't really like him. I don't like his work rates. His pace is good, but he doesn't feel very quick on the ball. And the only thing I really like about him is his 5-star skills. So I put in another offer for Oxlade-Chamberlain because they rejected my first one. Then I got some news back for ter Stegen. They rejected the first offer, but they were willing to pay a little bit more, or they wanted me to pay a little bit more. So I offered 10 million plus Emilia, but that was not enough. So in the end, Robinho went to Arsenal. You normally get some EA just trolling you, saying that he won't join or they haven't accepted the contract, but he did join that time for 16.5 million, which is fantastic, and I get 12.5 million out of that. and that takes my transfer budget up to 28.5 million. So absolutely fantastic wage budget there and transfer budget as well. So I stuck to the plan of loaning out a lot of young players. I wasn't going to buy anyone too expensive. I was originally thinking of bringing in Neymar, but I did think about it a couple of moments later, just thinking, do I want to blow all my money on one player who might not even play well this season? So also, if I didn't get ter Stegen, I was obviously going to go for Hugo Lloris. Still haven't tried him out on FIFA 13, so I'll be willing to pay about 15 million for him, but I went for 12 million, just thinking what they would say to that. So I nearly sent an offer for Marco Reus, one of my favourite players on this game. Really good pace, really good long shot. And I was also looking at Neymar. As I said, I did offer some money for Neymar. But after I offered a transfer, I just thought, why would I need him? So I might buy him in the next couple of years, but not just yet, because he's a bit too expensive for the team, and I want to keep all my players to around about 10 million. That's how much I want to spend over the next couple of years on players. So again, offered for Kevin Prince Boateng, one of my favourite players in this team, especially because of his work rate and his amazing physical stats. I think all of them in the green, apart from one which is like jumping. So again, ter Stegen would not accept our transfer offer, so I bumped it up to 12 million plus Emilia, which bumps up to around 15 to 16 million. And Tottenham weren't going to accept the Hugo Lloris bid I made because he's just joined the club, so that's really annoying. But I will hope to get him in the next couple of years, depending on how ter Stegen does at AC Milan if he joins. So next episode we'll be proceeding with our friendlies, and then we'll be moving on to the Serie A first games. So that's about it for this episode. Please can we reach maybe 10 likes and I'll upload the next episode within the next 3 or 4 hours. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in episode 2.